Now, I like to quote this Gerland because I think the important finding, here there are two important findings according to me. The first, the stress on the motor system. When we talk about autism, especially psychologists, they always think about perception. The theory of mind, difficulty in perception, the fusiform gyrus is not working properly, and we have all this story, which probably is correct, I have no doubt about it, it's correct. But if you talk with people who really work with these children, and you look at the stories, the motor system is deeply involved. Practically, I don't think there is one kid with autism who have no problem with clumsiness. Then it depends. It could be related to this movement, could be related to gross movement, but the motor deficits are really central to it. And now we heard also the last day, unfortunately the literature I think is so confusing that I don't know how to synthesize it, because you can, well, tell me an area, I will say this is damaged. But anyway, the cerebellum, for example, from the walls of consciousness, I think it's known from 20 years almost that it's damaged. So I think in this sense, the fact that the motor system is damaged, it's very important. And what I showed here in high functioning boys, now so not speaking about people who has many other deficits, but there are. So what Gunilla Gerland said, it's quite clear. I found it hard work to move at all, as I had to think out everything I did in order to be able to do it. In a way, I had to order my body to carry out what it had to do by thinking it out all the time. So it's again this effort to transform your capacity, this is a highly intelligent person, in motor thing. Now, what about mirror? Again, I am very critical about the idea, which is very nice to sell, broken mirror neurons. It's not the mirror neurons which are broken. What is really broken is the motor organization. The basic organization is destroyed. I don't know, maybe using what Sally Rogers told us yesterday, we can intervene very early and to try to rebuild somehow what is there, but it's not working properly. It's there, but we must intervene on it. Because genetically, I fully agree with her that genetically we have a lot of problems, but we cannot say, okay, genetically it's wrong. We have to do something. And it's possible, because even biology said it's possible. We can modify the structure even of the nucleus by activity. So the idea of yesterday, I think it's very interesting. So the first message that we now try to do with also our colleague in neurology is to see how we can improve the motor capacity, the motor knowledge of this kid. Because if they have the motor knowledge, then the mirror neurons are important. Mirror neurons are not the first destroyed first factor which is lacking. It's lacking the motor organization. But if there is no motor organization, you have an enormous difficulty to understand the other from the real way, from the, I told you before, from inside. They can learn from outside. And there is a beautiful technique which allow you with operant conditioning or with different technique to improve, especially for low function. I think it's splendid because you can somehow re-put them in the social environment. But then there is something else which is lacking even in high function, and one has to try. It's a challenge. We don't know exactly how to do it. We are now trying to do something. But that's, I think, is the future, to try to install a motor knowledge in these kids. And if they have motor knowledge, maybe also the mirror neurons will work properly. No broken mirror, however. Thank you.